Hello, welcome on in, everybody, to Comic Book Women. Tonight, we are super excited. We are going to be talking about the man without fear, the one and only Daredevil. Before we get to that, quick shout out to our sponsors over at Cover Price. All of the market report information is from them, so make sure that you use the code below to get 1 month of their unlimited membership for only 99 cents. Best investment you'll make, I promise. Also, check out Bird City Comics. They are our sponsored readers, and we have not one, but two different books coming out tomorrow, A Hail Crow by Ivan Tao and A Garbage Pail Kids by Mike Vasquez. They're both really cool. Check that out as well. Let's see. It's the 20th. It's Britt's birthday. Is it? Today's Britt's birthday. Huge happy birthday to Britt, our graphic designer behind the scenes.
Happy birthday, Britt.
Happy birthday, Britt. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Anthony said my audio sounded bad, so I'm fixing it.
Oh, it was you? I was like trying to figure out who it was.
It was me. I'm sorry. Okay, Lucy, what are we going to do for the giveaway that we're going to have tonight?
So we're having a giveaway, and whoever does a super chat, if it's okay, if it's $1, anything on super chat, you will be entering our giveaway for tonight. So we'll be doing the wheel of names. So make sure to do super chats.
You look super cute in your little hat. I like it.
Thank you.
It's a cute look. Jen, you first. How you doing today?
Good.
Birthday celebrations? Did you make a cake?
Yeah, I just thought we'd get right into the.
But you have to say happy birthday first live.
Yeah, I said happy birthday this morning, and then when I got home, just because trying to get off quickly to go celebrate.
Oh,
okay.
Got you. Sarah, how about you? How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's Tuesday. I'm here with you guys. It's all good.
And we're talking Daredevil, right? So let's jump right into it. Jen, let's start with you. What was your first time seeing Daredevil? Where do you identify?
Comics with Spider-Man, and I believe he did a couple cameos in some of the cartoons in that interesting Ben Affleck movie. But
I know.
The lovely Netflix series just washed that straight clean.
The Netflix series wasn't bad. Ellie was really into it. What about you, Sarah?
Mine's just been like a smattering of like seeing him in like Spider-Man, the Kingpin, that's really like his connection with that. I didn't see the Netflix series. I watched the first episode and like got sleepy. So I nixed it. But I'm, if I need to go back to it, I'll give it another try, especially with, the show coming up.
It's worth it, I would say. Lucy, what about you?
I really liked it. I enjoyed it. It was pretty fun to watch. I like the action. I like the storyline, and it was pretty good. I liked it. Yep.
Very cool. All right, Bird City exclusive Daredevil #1 by E.M. Gist, I believe is how you pronounce his name, or it's Gist or Gist, is the giveaway for tonight. So make sure even $1 super chat gets you into the running. Let's start off with the stats. So we're covering Daredevil, aka Matt Murdock. What were his powers, Jen?
Too many to put on here, but we tried our best. Master attorney, expert interrogator, man without fear. So he actually can control it very, very well, even against like toxins. Extreme will, superhuman senses, enhanced physiology. That includes like 10 different powers. And then master martial artist, also with weapons also. There's just a lot. We could keep going for days.
But I mean, that gets the gist of it, right? Happy birthday, Britt, from Bruce.
Yay!
How old is she today? Or should we not say? She's 25. We'll say she's 25. 26? 27? Is she in her 20s? She is. Yeah. She's 28?
Yeah.
28's a good age. It's a really good age. All right, stats, Sarah.
All right, his stats are intelligence is medium, speed is medium, strength is medium low, durability medium low, and his skills is medium high.
The stats are from 2020-21 Upper Deck Marvel Annual Card number 26, but it hasn't changed since the 1991 Imperial Marvel card number 2. So it goes from 1 through 7. It's intelligence medium, which is 3, strength speed is 2. We were like not sure how to do that, so medium low, right?
Yeah.
And then fighting skills is 5. So do you guys want to see the name, like the medium, or do you want to see the numbers?
Ooh, I think I would like the numbers, to be honest, because it gives you a better idea of like exactly where they fall in that range. Because so much of it's subjective with medium to low. You know what I mean? But that's just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time.
Lord of the Long Box is in the house. All right. So, guys, if you are new to Comic Book Women, every week we just do a market report on a different character or a genre or an artist. And tonight we chose Daredevil. Make sure you are sticking around because our sponsor, Bird City Comics, will be doing a giveaway for anybody participating in the super chat. Even $1 gets you in. Lucy's keeping track of that. And there's a special announcement that we're going to share. I didn't even tell the girls this. We're going to show you guys something that nobody's seen, and we chose Nearing Nirvana to show it. So
Ooh,
yeah,
can't wait.
stay tuned for that. I'll probably do that in about 5 minutes or so. All right, first up, we got the first appearance. Jen, tell us about it.
So thank you to Bill Everett. A little bit of Jack Kirby. We've heard that he had some
Participation. He had some contribution.
Yes, Stan Lee, and then later Wally Wood with the redesign. But this is Daredevil #1 from, I'm blanking.
This is from 1964. Yeah, first appearance. What do you know about it, Sarah?
Well, it's really interesting. They came up with this character. I was watching a really, really cool documentary called I'm blanking, but I had the creators of Daredevil, which is really cool because it had, Stan Lee to Frank Miller to Joe Quesada. But so Stan was talking about how he wanted like more, the fans wanted more flawed characters. And so he came up with this story of Daredevil, but he was afraid that he would offend the blind community, but was when the issue came out, he got a bunch of letters commending him that he put this representation of the blind community. So it's kind of cool that, that this character was developed and it was embraced.
I love that. That's awesome. Very cool. Lucy, anything to add to this one?
No, it's just that did we do stats?
That's you.
Oh, me? Okay. Well, I mean, if you're looking to buy this one for most common raw, it's $1,000 and 342. The most common, I guess, slab is $5,000. Holy crap! That is, and it's around 5.0. That is a crazy. I mean, I understand it's #1, but
it's a grail. Like what?
It is. And who knows? Do you guys think they will go up? Or would it stay if they keep doing his, or it just reached its peak?
Nope. I see. I think it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna keep going up. A 1.8 for $2,000. That's probably more in like a reasonable price range. But all right, let's keep. Yeah, I was actually gonna say that, Tivo, that the potential this book has to keep going. Grabbing it at 5K if you have it isn't a bad idea. And thank you, Lords of the Long Box, for the super chat, guys. Most of you probably just came over from there, but they are our brother channel, so shout out to them. All right, what do we got here, Jen?
Real quick, Lord of Brooklyn, Daredevil. They call them Daredevils. It was an original name, Daredevil, but like it's all about licensing. That's what happened with Shazam and Captain Marvel and all that other stuff. Like, well, that's a whole other thing anyway. This is Marvel Superheroes #1 from 1966. I'm 90% sure that this is the first reprint of #1. So if you can't afford #1, this is maybe a nice runner-up.
Yeah, that's what I've read as well, that it is the reprint. So I think it's safe to say that you're correct there. Guys, Trish Forstner just joined the party. So hello to Trish. All right, go ahead, Sarah.
Yeah. So, the other thing I was going to talk about is his, the iconic red and yellow suit. Probably going to talk about this later, but if you haven't seen She-Hulk, spoiler alert, there there was a kind of a hint of Daredevil coming this way, including his yellow suit. So believe it or not, the red and yellow is like nothing really too important. It just, that's what acrobats wore back in the day. And so that's what you have. And Stan also brought up in that documentary that I watched, and it's free on YouTube, that they actually polled the Marvel office about the suit, and nobody liked the red or the yellow and red. So it changed to red, which we'll see probably in the next slide.
Acrobat outfit's awesome. Thank you, Audie, and everybody else. I think Paul up here did something for the super chat too. Lucy is keeping track, so you'll be in the running for the Bird City Comics Daredevil exclusive.
Yeah. Okay, so this one for the most common raw, if you're looking to buy this one, it's around the gray 3.0, 4.5 for around $32, and most common slab is around the 9.4 to 264, which is a lot less than the very first one. So like Jen said, if you still kind of want, like, I guess one of the first appearances or one of those first books with Daredevil, this one will be like amazing to pick up if you're a fan.
Chad said he looked like a hot dog topping. It's kind of a mustard ketchup outfit. I can see that. Yes.
Yeah.
Episode. There's a lot of spec on that now. All right, moving on. What do we have here?
So this is the second and third appearance. 64, Daredevil 2 and 3. There's also of these comics, but they're kind of more here to see even early Daredevil, like Silver Age comics, from 2 to 3, the price jump. Granted, 2 also has more key notes or points than 3, but still. What do you guys think?
These are both badass. I mean, yes, across the board, yes, 100%. Sarah, go ahead.
You know, the one where it's with Electro, I don't know, like his suit just looks like weird. Like it looks kind of baggy on him, so I don't know. I mean, they're still cool. There's, I don't know.
Weird. Those are his muscles.
Like the thigh. Well, maybe that's what it is. Like the shading's kind of like giving me bagginess. But
it's supposed to be his thigh.
Yeah. It looks weird. But, you know, I wanted to talk, if you guys don't know the origin of Daredevil, Daredevil was, as a kid, he was walking across he was about to cross the street. He saw an old lady walking across the street as well. A truck came along. He pushed the old lady out of the way. The truck had some radioactive material. It splashed in his eyes. Boom, he was blind. What I found out was that was actually the inspiration for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I read about that, or I watched that in one of the videos we were watching to prep for the show. They were talking about that.
Yeah. So, you know, kind of like the splash of, you know, radioactive material on the turtles. Yeah. They turn into turtles. That was the inspiration. They got that from Daredevil. So, yeah.
Very cool.
That's
right?
Cool. That's cool. Okay, so this one, I guess the last recorded sale, it's a 8.0 for 2,160. If you want this one for raw between a 3.0 and 4.5, around 437. It's the one on the left. The most common slab is around 7.0. That's crazy. I mean, I guess for the time, it's understandable, I guess. And it's around 1,137. The one on the right, 7.5. The last record sale for 739. Most common raw. Again, it's crazy. Like I think somebody said that you, I mean, the grades that you're gonna find is probably pretty low. Like this one, 3.0 and 4.5 for 231, and the slab, most common slab is 6.0 for 390. That is freaking crazy. They're super, like, I guess, kind of beat up. Right?
You know, we used to do
I actually kind of like.
Oh,
what?
go ahead.
What are you gonna say?
we used to do a lot of like Facebook shows back in the day, Anthony and I, and Daredevil was so hard to move. Like, it was crazy to me. Nobody ever wanted to pick up even these key issues. There just wasn't very much interest. And so I'm glad that you're starting to see this being brought back to the forefront where it belongs. So many cool characters. But yeah, we had a hard time moving Daredevil a few years back.
You know what's interesting is, you know, I'm going to refer this documentary because it was really fascinating. Frank Miller had mentioned that like Daredevil was like a B-level character. Like nobody really wanted to touch him.
Yeah, they actually credit Frank later. I think it was I think he co-wrote 165, and then 168 was his first solo write on Daredevil. But that they credit him with revitalizing and rejuvenating the character to the point where he became popular again.
Yeah, Justice. What were you going to say though, Jen?
Oh, that if it's Silver Age 3.0 is kind of the wheelhouse I tend to look for comics in, and I'm super okay with it. I'm even starting to look now at detached covers or coverless because it's so hard for me to like. I passed up on them, but now I'm actively okay.
So you think because you said like Laura, you were saying that it was so hard to move. Is it because was it before the show or after the show was out?
When did the Netflix show came out in 19? Was it 2019, 2018?
No, way earlier than that.
17, isn't it?
2016,
17?
Hang on, I gotta.
It had to have been after though, because we're talking like a couple years. Well, maybe actually we haven't done Facebook shows in a while. I don't know.
My brain's 2015, 2014.
So it would have been after the show. It still would have been after the show. It was just hard to move. This and Fantastic Four used to be really hard to move too. But that one again is starting to do better, which is nice to see. All right, let's keep cruising. Guys, if you are just joining, we're at a little over 40 viewers. Make sure you share the show out and give it a thumbs up. And we have a huge announcement that you guys are going to want to be here for. So don't go anywhere. Everybody that's in the super chats are going on to Lucy's Wheel for the EM Gist giveaway. It's a Daredevil book that we have. So yeah, let's keep going. Okay, what do we got here? Something with the costumes.
This is a Daredevil number 5 and number 7 from 64 also, I believe. And number 5 is the first time you see Daredevil with the double D. And then number 7 is the red design that we see for decades and decades. There has been other costumes. Oh yeah, asterisk next to this episode. There's too many Daredevil comics and costumes and characters, and we can't cover them all. I think we were, how many was it? 19 or 20 comics? 21.
We're at 19, aren't we?
I think it's 19.
Yeah, we try, guys. We try to keep these nice and short. First appearance of the Matador too. So I mean, Halloween costume ideas, right?
Matador.
Yeah, you could put like Romy as like a little bull. Oh. Wouldn't it be cute?
That's adorable.
I don't think he'll let me. He's so picky. So he has so many opinions. I don't know where he gets it from.
I know, right? It must be like super not genetic, right?
All Sam, right? All Sam.
Yeah, probably from Sam. Oh, so the show came out 2015, Jen.
Gosh, has it been that long?
That's crazy.
That's so weird. That means it's been 7 years. Ugh, I don't know. It makes me feel old. Sarah, what do you got to say on these two?
Well, one, like, it's awesome that you have like the Matador as the Matador as a villain. You know, that's pretty cool. And again, this is the book that I was talking about where the people at Marvel voted to get rid of the ketchup and mustard outfit and went with the all red. So, which he's fighting Namor. Who is tougher, Namor or the Matador?
Namor.
Probably Namor.
Namor. Obviously. Come on. That's funny. All right. Okay. Stats, Lucy.
Okay. So this one, last recorded sell was for a raw for 111. Most common raw is between 3.0, 4.5 for 140. Most common slab 7.5 for 489. I think a 7.5 is still kind of it's a good grade. It's shows the age, but it's still I think it's good. For the one on the right, the raw last recorded sale for raw was 175. Most common raw between 3.0, 4.5, 248, and most common slab is 7.5 for 1,140, which again I think is really good since it's now the suit that he uses, and everybody's used to, which is his first appearance, right, of with that suit.
Yes.
Yep.
So I think it's a good price.
All right, really quickly. I know Jen needs to get off fast, so we're gonna make this really quick. There's Brittany. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Anthony. We decided to share something with you guys tonight that nobody else has seen, and it's kind of a big deal. So, Ant, want to explain?
Yes. So I want to clarify on a few things before we show what's happening. Actually, should we show the image and then explain? Because then it'll make sense.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Let me share my screen.
I have not showed the girl. This is gonna be genuine reactions.
Okay. So coming extremely soon is this.
Nice.
And
What?
What?
what happened here?
And this is why I wanted to come on, because I want to get ahead of this. So very Saturday night, I get a text message or an email from Image Comics. And the guy says, we loved your cover so much. We wanted to give you the opportunity to reprint your image for a fourth printing, which they don't do. They never do it. And I was like, yeah, we're in. Sign us up. So Sunday comes around, nothing. Oh, and he told us that they went to print Monday. Monday, this went to print. So
we're on pins and needles.
Yeah, so Laura and I were like,
I got
absolutely.
chills.
And then so we were like hounding the image guy Sunday because we're trying to figure out if this is going to go through or not. And Monday comes and goes and nothing really happens. And we're like, shit, we missed it. And then we get a bill this morning for it.
we're like,
what?
It went through.
Yeah, so the guy was like, oh, I'm super sorry. I couldn't communicate it with you fast enough. I got it to Diamond, so we got you all set, and they sent it. And I did get them to change the color of the background just so that it wasn't, you know the difference whether you got the first print or the fourth print.
Oh my god, you guys are gonna break the fucking internet. You guys are
Congratulations.
Thank you. So here's the other part, so we don't catch too much heat on this, guys. We did our normal 500 print run.
We kept it at 500. People are like, do you like 4,000? Nope.
Right. The book comes out October 12th, so it kind of snuck up on us fast. That's why this feels very rushed. We're gonna launch it Friday. We'll put out a bunch of advertising on IG, but we are only gonna make half the run available. Okay, because Trish is gonna be in Baltimore, and I'm gonna take the rest of the books with me to Baltimore, so we can get some signed and remarked and sell some while we're there. So I'm letting you guys know now. You make sure you're there on the site. You'll see the postings. You're there. You sign up. You're logged in. You're ready to go.
Oh my gosh.
They're gonna sell out. So if you don't get one, and the other thing too is I will be monitoring it. If anybody requests like an obscene amount of them, I always reach out and say, hey, you can't have all these, and we'll work it out. And then I cancel.
My hands are sweating.
I know this. You guys have no idea. We were like anxiety ridden all weekend because we weren't sure if it was going to happen. It was such a quick thing. Anthony, they were asking, is acetate going to be a part of this, or should I call it the slip covers?
Oh, the slip cover, and I have those. Can you guys bear with me? I'll go get you a sample. I got the real one.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
I would like the black, and we'll see him in Baltimore.
Yeah, and Trish will be there with white markers if you want to get some remarks. But we thought the black looked really well because it kind of went with the whole galaxy theme. You know, it stuck with the whole idea.
You know,
they're gonna do
those metallic. What?
No, Sam said yes, we need this.
Yeah, it was a rough weekend. Like it was just waiting to get that email back, and it just I don't know. But Anthony, I'm gonna put you on the big screen real quick, just so actually, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, put in the big screen.
Oh, wait,
what happened?
Sorry. I know Jen has to go. I'm trying to hurry this. Go ahead, baby.
Okay. This is the official. Okay, this is the real
split covers.
So cool.
Do you have a book right there so you can show like how to
bam?
Oh, the Trish Forster one.
Yeah.
So it just slip on, slip in the bag and board. It lines up perfectly. It looks like the dust sleeve. So
Wow.
Nice.
That's
This man, I'm telling you, he laid in bed at night and he's like, I have an idea. And I'm like, what? He's like, what if we do a slipcover so it looks like the old? I'm like, that is brilliant. Make it happen. And he did.
So, yep, they're gonna come with those. So you have your Nintendo Bird City slipcover look. We're gonna release a limited amount of them on Friday. The rest of them will be for Baltimore Comic Con. So I didn't want them just to be Baltimore because we got a lot of loyal fans. Because I was just gonna take them completely to Baltimore.
Well, because Trish is there. We want people to support Trish. I mean, she's the artist.
But I want the Bird City following to be able to get these. So I was like, we're going to do a 50-50. So technically it's a con exclusive, but we're going to let you guys have at them early. Nothing will ship till after I get back from Baltimore, just to be fair, because the con exclusive part of it.
In Comic Centric, it's a slip cover. So there's no staples. It's
no,
nice.
No staples. It's one sheet. And it slides right into the bag and board. Easy.
Jen likes that.
I like that. I like this Trish City.
I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys knew, but we've actually had these for a couple months. and the said drama at said con happened, and Laura and I were like, "Crap, should we throw all these away?"
No, it's good because you're not stapling them.
Oh no,
but we
that's
did it different
different
because we know the rules. We knew we couldn't attach it. We knew we couldn't do any after, so we were like, "All right, well, we'll just do it as a one-page slip-in." So.
Oh, Aunt, real quick. My sister asked, "Are you going to bring the slip covers to Baltimore also?"
Yep. Oh yeah,
It's
we're gonna
be like a bundle. All of them are going to be bundled with the asset or the slip cover already in it. So yeah, they'll be like little bundles already all pre-made. Make sure you guys, if you are watching, the reason we showed Near Nirvana people this is because there's so many of you out there that come out and support the show every week. Yeah. Please sub the text line so that you have a chance to get these. We are expecting them, like, not being cocky. I really do think these will go fast. So
for sure.
They're gonna go fast. That's why we're trying to get in front of it and let everybody know. Like, some of you are gonna miss out. I hope you don't. But here's your heads up.
Yep, and we kept it at 500 because Anthony's a collector, and he's like, "You got to keep these things rare. You got to keep them right. You know,
smart."
All right, thanks, husband. Love you.
Oh, you guys want to see the giveaway?
Yes, and the giveaway.
Sorry, real quick, just so you guys know what it is. You guys are getting a set of these.
Yay!
Ooh.
Nice. You're awesome.
All right, I'm outie.
Bye.
So the way you'll be able to win this is if you send anything for the super chat. It could be $1, it could be anything, $5, you know, anything. Like Namesh, $50.
I know Namesh.
But I definitely have to go. Oh, you guys are gonna see Namesh.
I won't be in Baltimore. I'll be in New York, but Anthony's taking our daughter to Baltimore, so you'll be able to meet our teenage daughter there.
9, you'll be the one that and just show. It's a Daredevil. It's the Virgin cover and the what is the other one called? The trade. So I couldn't see what number was, but number one. Okay, and it's a Bird City exclusive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Guest is the artist. He did that Star Wars book that you liked, Jen. But we're getting sidetracked. All right, what do we have here?
So this is first appearance of Mike Murdock, even though I know there's some shenanigans going on. But then, so this is from Daredevil 25 from 1967. And then on the right-hand side, it's Daredevil 606 from 2018. Basically, I don't know if you want to... Sarah, I'll start talk about the Silver Age one. I'll talk about the 606. An Inhuman accidentally made Mike Murdock into a person, but continue, Sarah.
So I have this. I only have the Silver Age info. So you know, these superheroes, they have a crazy obsession with their identity getting out. So Daredevil decided to come up with a twin brother named Mike Murdock, which is that's really stupid, but whatever. So Mike plays it up as he's crazy. He wears these crazy clothes. He's loud. And the opposite with Matt is quiet and conservative. So that's how they kind of distinguish between the two. Mike Murdock actually married or tried to propose to Matt's girlfriend, Karen Page, at the time. So there was that. But my research saying was that basically that this was so crazy, the storyline, that they decided to kill. Even I'm getting confused. There's Mike. They decided Matt fakes Mike's death.
But I thought
kill it off.
Matt was pretending to be Mike. That it wasn't really a twin. It was like a fake.
Yeah.
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 Imposter.
He faked his imposter. Yeah. He faked his identity. Yeah.
And then,
but they like what I read was that to distinguish between the two, identities, was that one was like loud and crazy and did all this crazy stuff, and the other one was like, Matt was the conservative one. So yeah, so that it only it was less than 20 issues because it was way too confusing, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, so value, the last recorded sale on this one was $33 for a raw. So the most common raw is again between 3.0, 4.5, or $20. Most common slab 9.4 for $300, and that's the one on the left. The one on the right, it's the last recorded sales for $4, and most common raw is between 9.0 and 9.4. Since it's a little and newer, you will think that it's in a better condition. And I'm sure that one probably you still be able to find them in back issues, right? The one on the right.
606 probably. Yeah, that's definitely $2, $3 max.
Did you have anything to add to the 606 one?
Yeah, just I mentioned that the Inhuman made it into an actual person, is now existing. But I didn't keep reading, so I don't know if they died or if they're still running around in the 616.
And do you like the cover? It's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. Let's try that. Next time we're all together, let's try one of these. We'll just kind of
right.
It's kind of cool. Paul, there you go.
Big Remo asked, were they both blind? And this is the other crazy part. So Matt was blind, Mike was not.
Well, because technically Daredevil can pass.
Right. But it's just funny. That's just funny that it's loud clothes. And now I can see, but not really. But I just found that was hilarious.
Real quick, Lord of Brooklyn, if you're going to be at Baltimore, my sister's coming, so you will get to see both of us side by side. She's a little shorter than I am.
You're going to go to Baltimore, but not New York. Anthony's going to be at Baltimore, but I won't be there. I'm never going to see you. We're never crossing paths, it feels like. I'm always at the different cons. But you'll see Ellie. You'll be able to say hi to Ellie. And she's going to hang out with Trish, I'm sure. She wants to go watch Trish draw on these books and stuff. Yeah, that's why I told you guys before the show, I haven't slept. It was a very stressful couple of days, but it's all kind of coming together now. Moving on. This is cool, and I'm really glad you included these. Jen, you want to explain what these are?
So these are 2 foreign comics. Shout out to all the foreign people out there that like the foreign comic books. Strange number 7 is a French comic from 1970. If this looks familiar, it's the Daredevil number 7 cover, but the colors are all flippy floppity. Or not flippy floppity, but just different.
Flippy floppity. Okay.
And then the Mighty World of Marvel number 20 is from 1973. That's a UK. It's a comic, but it's that newspaper type. Yeah. I think that's a reprint of number 1, but it's not the first time. It might be their first reprint.
Oh, is this why you were saying earlier you weren't sure?
Yeah. It's hard for me to find stuff out about foreign comics.
Foreign comics are their own beasts. It's really you're a sweetheart. Yeah, it's the lighting. If you saw me in real life, my eyes are all bloodshot and that. Foreign comics are just so interesting. We need to have a whole nother show on those again. But Sarah, anything to add?
I like the Strange one. I don't know why. It reminds me of like Ren and Stimpy, the way the letters are. I don't know why, but lettering. But I just wanted to, tell you a quick thing about that without Daredevil, there would be no Avengers. So I read this story of that Bill Everett took too long for the solo Man Without Fear series. So Marvel actually fired him. And then, so he was like, what is my next thing? And he came up with the Avengers. So without Daredevil, there would be no Avengers.
Kind of like without comic book women, there'd be no Nearing Nirvana. Oh,
exactly.
Oh. So Strange, so August 26th of this year, 461 from France. So that's still kind of good. Shipping $10. And the Mighty World of Marvel for $20, free shipping. And it's August 6th. So both on August 6th. And yeah, I think we should have again Josh and Rob to do foreign again.
Yeah, the Strange number 7, even the ones that are currently listed, it's on that $100 price range. I could not find the Mighty World of Marvel number 20 for sale currently, but I thought $20 is a freaking good deal. I think
it is for free shipping. Like that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. And Jen, do you think shipping should be included in the value of the book?
Yes.
Yes. She always says that, guys. I'm surprised you didn't this time. So technically, it was $171.41. I agree with you. It should be included. Moving on. Okay. Again, we did some I don't want to say research, but we definitely looked into the characters and kind of freshened up a little bit before the show. And these two have some really cool stories behind them. Jen, you want to elaborate?
So this is Daredevil Man Without Fear from 1993. And Daredevil Yellow is from 2001. These are both retellings of the origin story. This is Frank Miller coming back after being off Daredevil for a while. And looking more for things because a lot of things on the list were a little higher than I think the average person can just go out ahead and buy.
Can I interrupt? Look what Karen wrote. She put, no one wants to see what stress does to me. I'm a Karen, but she literally is a Karen. That's sorry. That made me laugh while you were talking. I'm a Karen.
You always want to see a manager? Is that what?
Can you imagine? Karens probably get so much crap nowadays, but Chad appreciates that too. All right, go ahead. Sorry, Jen.
It's also kind of hard to see it, but the Daredevil is a foil. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying that's cool. I like, I'm kind of getting into the whole foil comics kind of realm, but so just a little ditty on the Man Without Fear, and that is actually the name of the documentary, is The Man Without Fear, the creators of Daredevil. And what I found interesting about Frank Miller, he's very passionate about this comic. He really loves Daredevil. One of the things that he had mentioned was that he felt the way that how Daredevil is so flawed is that that he should have been a villain because of his his childhood, coming from a rough background, but because that's what sometimes rough childhoods do to you. You kind of.
Miller's a badass. If you see him in real, he's his hats and he had swagger.
His interview on that documentary was I was enthralled with it. The way that he just described Daredevil again, kind of what I was saying before is that he was this was a B-level character. And he's I just love this flawed character. One of the things that he brought up was he's a devoted, Matt Murdock is a devoted Catholic, but he's also a lawyer, so it's kind of this duality that he's kind of dealing with. And then he also brought up the Kingpin. That too, Kingpin was a joke villain, a joke Spider-Man villain. He used to hit people with his bellies. And, they were talking about, I think he was saying him and John Byrne were talking about this. And Byrne said, just put your spin on it. And now we have this, this is the story I think everybody is a lot more familiar with. The Daredevil Yellow I read is kind of like what Jen said, is that it's the same kind of, the synopsis of his life story. But what I find cool is that he actually, Daredevil, took his father's robes and sewed it into the costume, kind of a reminder of why he is this vigilante. So pretty cool.
What do you think about taking Daredevil's dad and making him kind of more of the villain because he abused Matt in the retelling versus just being the boxer who I guess was more redeemable qualities?
I think that's brilliant, Jen. Oh, sorry. What do you think, Sarah?
Oh, I was going to say, like, what I like, I think between the two is, you're talking also, you're also talking about two different kind of eras, 60s versus, this came out like what, in the 80s?
The retelling?
Yeah, the Man Without Fear.
93.
Thank you, 93. So you're talking about two different eras. So I think, in one era, the 60s, you're kind of looking up to your old man, and he's this, fighter, and it's kind of an old tale. To me, this is like with Frank Miller, and that's what Frank is it's gritty reality. Sin City, his other, comic book stories, it's not all sunshine and roses. It's, just it's life. So, and I kind of like that. I'm actually going to go to my library and I'm going to go find this.
Yeah, now I want to read them too. There's pretty interesting. Now I want to know more. And both of the covers are really good, but I really like the one that you were saying, Jen, that is kind of like a foil. I feel like that one, it will be kind of like bumpy, kind of like over it, like it looks like a pretty cool cover. Kind of want that now. Talking that I want that now, like for most common raw, it's $3. The last sell was $1, so I think I can get that for pretty good. And then most common slab 9.8, $90. And the one on the right around $8 for 7.0, 8.5, and the last common slab for 9.8 for $38. That's extremely cheap, but I would rather have that
$2 bin
raw. Yeah,
the
that's
Daredevil
true.
Yellow.
Probably you can find those in the back issues.
Very good. Moving on. What do we have here?
This is from 2011, Daredevil #1. This is the one for 75. Neil Adams. I think. What do you guys? This is one of the ones that we used on the thumbnail, so figured probably should put it in the show.
I think it's cool. I like, kind of the circles, like, it's where he's the sonar, where he's, you can see where his senses are, where he's like, I'm feeling out where I'm falling to. I think it's a cool cover.
Interesting angle, cool perspective. I'm checking out the pricing as I'm giving my opinion here. $25. Was this? Did you say it was a ratio?
Yeah.
Yeah, 170. 1 out of 75.
See, 1 out of 75. I don't think I would have pegged it as that off the bat. Maybe a 1 in 10, maybe. I don't know, or even just a regular cover B. It's a cool cover. To me, it's not a 1 in 75 value.
Yeah, nice. I agree.
But it's not bad.
If it was a virgin cover, probably no.
I don't know. So to make it a 1 in 75, you have to think, what would I be willing to drop $75 on? Possibly if they took the trade out, made the background a really like depth black and white, kept the rings that I called you Karen, that Sarah likes, but then added some pops of red, then maybe that would kind of push it a little bit more for me. But I don't know. Would you pay $75 for this out the gate?
Well, it's not going for 75, so it's going for like a 9.0, 9.4 for $25, and a 9.2 for $275. I feel that that's still a really good price for the price right now. Yes, but when it came out, if it was $75, no.
We're all in consensus, but it is still a cool cover. I have to give the artist props. So next up, what do we have here?
So this is Daredevil number 8 from January 2012. Lee Bermejo.
Love Bermejo stuff. I think his stuff is fantastic. What do you think, Sarah?
Yeah, it's cool. It's got Spider-Man. If y'all don't know, Spider-Man and Daredevil, they both are in, the same in Manhattan. They're both besties and they both know each other's identities, which, like, doing my research, like showing, like, Daredevil likes to show his identity to, like, a lot of people. For somebody who's like, you don't want to know who I am, or, coming up with fake identical brothers. He's like, telling the world, who he is. So.
Well, like somebody said, I don't know, I think it was a chat. Somebody said it, that Hannah Montana kept her identity secret better than he did. I was not sure. I can't remember who said it. I want to say it was Chad. But yeah, that is funny. So I really like this cover. I like the colors on this one, the dark tones in this. It's a little bit dark. I don't know. I like Bermejo. But this one, the last record is sells $75 for a raw, and it's between 9.0 and 9.4 for $81 most common. For damn, that's a lot for a raw. Was this a ratio or something? It was $81, or what is it, some kind of key for 9.880?
Might have been an exclusive, was it?
Because that's a lot for a raw.
Jeffrey's here, guys. Been a while. Live is so much better than the rewind. Good. I'm glad you made it. And Bruce, yes, 100%. Team nerd.
This is a retailer incentive.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay,
so
that makes sense. The price, yeah, because I'm like, why is it so much for a raw?
You guys remember, like, people saying that there was a niche comic collecting where you had the pigeons on the front?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this would qualify, right? Collect pigeons out there. I'm serious, Sarah. Somebody was like, yeah, it's a thing. If there's pigeons on the cover, it's its own collecting market.
I need to find. How many pigeon covers are there?
A lot. There's a lot of pigeons. When you start looking for them, it's like, oh, there's a pigeon. There's a pigeon.
Probably like Superman comics, Spider-Man comics, anything.
Spider-Man has a ton.
Cityscape type, right? Or they're flying, or.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. I started collecting chessboards, and now I find them everywhere on covers.
Because they know. They're like, Laura is collecting them.
I'm going to do a post later and show you guys what I have so far. I have a lot. I got some good ones. I got the Kingpin one that we did a while back. Nice. Anyway. Scotty Young. So all of our Scotty Young fans in the house, Jen felt like we had to include these, which I totally agree. Let us know about them.
Yeah, so this is on the left-hand side, it's Daredevil number 1 from 2014. And the one on the right-hand side is Daredevil number 1 from 2019. And Britt likes the one on the left, the white one. I like the one on the right with the yellow. What do you guys think?
I like them both. Because I'm a Scotty fan. I can't say no to just one, right? You gotta get them both.
Can I be totally honest?
Huh.
I like them both, but they're not Scotty's best, in my opinion. I
For
think
Daredevil?
I think he could have done a lot more with this. He could have,
unless he was rushed.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think that they're just pretty. They're not bad. I mean, I love nothing Scotty done is bad, but it doesn't compare to some of his other work where he gets really. I'm a fan of more of like his steampunk look when he takes that really intricate detailing into his drawings, when he pushes himself a little bit more. And Daredevil, they're cute. They're cute. Would I pay $175 for a 9.8? No.
Have you seen his Kingpin cover?
Yes. I love
it.
Wait, which one?
The one where it's just like him, like it's where he even has he has his own shadow because he's just so big on it. I love that cover. I got it for $5. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. I love it so much.
Do you think that the one on the right, the back, the yellow background, it's kind of like uh uh homage to the yellow suit?
Well, yeah, those are his colors. When you think Daredevil, don't you just think yellow and red?
No, I think yellow. I mean red and black.
Yeah.
You're
I
wrong.
don't know. Yellow kind of fits
You're
to me,
wrong. Wrong.
but wrong. Don't think yellow and red. I think it fits. I don't know.
I really like the one on the left. The red, black, and that white background. It looks pretty dope. I really like it. I like that one better, and I like the prices even better too. For most common raw $17, and the last soul was $18, so that's really good. For the one on the right, it's for 9.0, 9.4 for $24, and a 9.8 most common slab $175. So the one on the left is the right answer, just in case you didn't know.
The most expensive one. I like that. That works. I mean, they're
And the one on the left, sorry, the one on the left is the better because it's a cheaper one.
Love it.
Yep.
Anything Scotty Young though, love it. The Kingpin Scotty Daredevil. Wait, Daredevil Scotty, where he was drawing on ink mustache. I'm trying to think of what that one. I don't know if I'm thinking of the one Sarah says, where it just shows like the massive size.
It's just
Way.
Yeah.
All right, this was a cover pick that Jen chose. Why did you choose this?
So this is Daredevil number 3 for 2014. Jerome Opeña.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Brit. Two of them stood out to her. This is one of them. So that's why I chose it, because it's Brit's birthday.
Finally, say something about Brit.
She's gonna get you guys in a fight. What do you think of this one, Sarah?
It's cool. I like it. I like the shadow of the train. It just looks really cool. I don't think I've ever seen kind of a cover that, you know, it's cool with the sky in the background with like the black train or the shadow of the train, the shadow of the people, and then
silhouette.
Yes, thank you. I'm not articulate today. They're just
No, I got you.
Yeah, I do like this cover a lot. It's really cool. It's different.
It's an amazing cover. Those colors of the sky, and like you said, the silhouette with and then you can see his silhouette, but then you can so see his logo, like the Daredevil on his chest. Just those colors on the sky, they're like my favorite colors when you see the sky, and I can see why Brit chose this one, and it's just beautiful. It's this one. If I don't know how, like, if it was a virgin cover, would have been amazing. It would have been so much better because the name, it kind of takes away from the cables and the birds sitting on the cables. But it's still it's a pretty awesome cover. And this one I can see for last recorded sold for $135, which is between the 9.8, 9.4 most common raw, and for a slab 9.8 to 40. This one, I think you guys know I don't like graded comics, but this one, it will make, I guess, a little more sense to get it graded. Because it's no,
Paul Jerome Opeña.
Opeña.
Say it again.
Opeña.
And this is a 1 in 50.
I say it like an Italian. A 1 in 50. Opeña. Yeah, this is an evergreen piece. You guys hear me say that a lot, but it is. It's one that you could just slap.
You like it?
I do. I like it. I think it's very pretty. And Lucy's right. If you live in Arizona or California, these skies are a reality for us. It looks like the sky's on fire some nights. We see this all the time. Like, this really does look like our backyard some nights. So I connect with it on that level.
You know what? I think that's why I like this so much, because I didn't put it that way. That is so true. Yep.
We see these skies and it's like, that's why I stay in Arizona, because it's so freaking hot otherwise. Scotty Young is for all ages. I agree.
Right?
Moving on. Ooh, we were talking about Kingpin, so we got him on the cover. What do we got here, Jen?
So this is Daredevil number 1 from 2015. It's the 1 in 100. And then the one on the right-hand side is Daredevil number 612 from 2017.
Okay.
Netflix homages or tips of the hat, or what do you want to renderings?
Renditions. Yeah, we're rendering renditions. Yeah, these are both cool. I mean, I'll let Sarah go first. Go ahead, Sarah.
Yeah, I really like both of these. I love. I actually got introduced to the one where his knuckle is all bloody. This was actually on another one of Near Nirvana shows. Long story short, they actually covered one of this book. Because it's a ghost and a banger, and it's really cool. I love this black, white, and red. I like where Kingpin, played by Vincent D'Onofrio. Like they got him right. Even though I haven't watched the show, I know who the Kingpin is in the show. But I think I love the black, red, and white. I think this is a great compliment to these characters and this comic book. So.
Yeah, that is the one on the right. I really, really like the one on the right. The one on the left, the last record sale is about 100 raw. Most common raw, it's 9.4, 9.0, 9.4 for $78. Most common slab, 9.6 for $123. The one on the right, the one that we like the most, the one that you should buy.
Mariah disagrees.
Yeah, I know. For the last record sale 47, the most common 9.0, 9.4 for 50, and the slab 9.8 to 21.
I think it's
Mike,
gone up since our last. What
do we include? I don't think we
did the one on the right hand side. We did that one when we did Kingpin.
Yeah, you're right. All right, another really cool cover. Jen, you want to elaborate on it before we talk more?
So this is Daredevil #1, the 1 in 50 by Jamal Campbell. This is Britt's second. Like the two that popped out were the sunset or sunrise and this one.
See, now if Scotty Young had done something more like this, but in his style, then it would have felt like he really put his all into it. Like it was too easy.
But so what she told me, like she likes this a lot, is because the motion, and it's really hard to depict that kind of true motion in a standstill drawing.
I've seen Trish do it, and Trish and Scotty kind of have like a similar style. I think. I don't know. But that's getting back on the previous book. What do you think of this one, Sarah?
I really like this cover. I think Britt is right with the just the motion. All the. Is it like stakes coming towards him?
I think he's breaking through a window with his.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I had to expand it because I'm blind. But yeah, that's a really cool. I just like that a lot. I like the breaking of the glass. It just kind of is, and again, it's kind of, not too many crazy colors here. It's just kind of your primary, your reds, your blacks, your browns, your white. Nothing too crazy. It's really cool. I like it.
And the moon's
Oh yeah, the moon. I didn't even see that. It's a crazy cover. At first, I didn't really like it when I just saw it, but then it just kind of it's growing on me little by little, because of the whole motion. It's crazy. It's a crazy cover. The last recorder sell for raw for $42, and it's between 9.8, 9.4 for $38, and the 9.8 most common slab is $130.
Yeah, this one's worth it, I would say, especially if you're a Daredevil fan. Another evergreen piece, which I wish I didn't have the trade dress. That was from Trish. Yeah, I could see that too. It is cool. Action shots like these are always fun, but you can almost feel the vibration in the piece, which is neat. That blurriness makes you feel like it's kind of like, zzz,
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're going back in costumes here a little bit. Tell us about this one.
So this is Daredevil #18 from 2020. Riviera, the Gwen Stacy, because it's see Gwen and Peter down the street below, and yeah, it's homaging his first costume, or homaging, another rendition.
No, it's an homage. Well, yeah, to his costume, not to the cover, but to his costume. So yeah, what do you think, Sarah?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
nah. Yeah, I no.
So here, I figured because in She-Hulk, everyone's like, "Oh, look, it's kind of tinted yellow," and it's like, okay, well, we covered some older comics, but it's hard to find. Like, well, what's a cheaper yellow? Because that stuff was expensive. So
Right.
if you like the yellow costume,
I
because I know you don't really like the yellow costume, right?
No, it's too like mustard. I mean, now whoever said it, I totally see it, and I'm gonna say it from now on. It is the mustard and ketchup colors. That's just, I mean, I'm sorry. The red's a lot better. I'm kind of curious on how Disney is gonna pull that off in his costume. You know,
It looked darker, right?
and
I mean,
it looked like more of a right. It looked like more of like a motorcycle jacket too. Like it was more like leathery than kind of like
no tights.
no tights.
No spandex.
Yeah, no spandex.
I mean, $9. Eh.
Yeah. Boy. Did you guys hear that? She's starting to do that now. She's starting to get her little screams. So,
A happy scream.
but I like so this one was when they were doing this when Stacy covers. And I really like that the way the Spider-Man looks like it's a half mask. I thought it was pretty cool. And I think you can find this in the back issues for again $9, probably the most common raw. So it's that's cool. I kind of like it. So you're wrong, Sarah.
Nah.
I'm sorry, but there should just be a hot dog bun around them. Like that just
I'll take a bite of that.
right.
Wait.
Do you guys want to know something that's gonna make you judge me?
What?
Do it.
If I eat a hot dog, it has to be covered in sauerkraut and celery salt.
That sounds like Sam.
Sauerkraut. I could actually eat just pure sauerkraut.
Hey, Brian. What's up, McClay?
Brian McClay's in the house, guys. I'm sure you guys are already all following Beyond Wednesdays. If you are not, make sure you check it out. Brian's a friend of the channel. Moving on. This is so sick. I'm really excited to weigh in. Jen, go ahead.
So, last but not least, again, Humongous Asterisk, we can definitely do a part 2, 3, 4 for all the covers and storylines and costumes and side characters and spec and what have you. But this is Daredevil #1 this is the one from San Diego Comic-Con 2022, so just recently this year. This is how you say his name? Marco
what?
Polo.
Cheto?
Ah!
What?
I said polo. Sorry. I'm a dork.
You're a jackass. Chichetto?
Mark Chichetto? Oh, is it Mark Chichetto?
Chichetto? I don't want to say it wrong. And then everybody will be like, oh my God, you said that so wrong.
But apparently, this was given out at the Marvel Fanfare panel.
So cool.
So for free? You got it for free if you attended the panel and Comic-Con this year? It's going for that?
That's why it's going for that. It's the only way you could get a hold of this thing. So.
You know what? This looks like it would be an amazing tattoo.
Yes. I could see that.
I could too. I could definitely see that as a tattoo. Although with Anthony, we'd put Batman there instead. But either way, it works.
You want to hear a fun fact?
I like the red.
Batman and Daredevil. So Batman and Daredevil have been in a couple of comics. It was 3 comics. One was, or 2 were one shots. One was called Daredevil, Batman, Eye for Eye. Then the sequel to that was Batman, Daredevil, King of New York, where both of them take down Scarecrow and the Kingpin. And then there's actually one that's canon. It came out in 97. And it finds him, Daredevil actually is transported to Gotham City. So mysteriously. So, hunters go hunting.
If you take away Batman's money and his gadgets, and Daredevil has none of his weapons, who do you think would win?
I don't know. While we're thinking about that, check this out. Somebody was asking if all of his art looks like this. That is beautiful.
Oh my god, that hair!
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
We're still in the
Holy
house. Check this out.
woman.
That's so sexy. That is so well done. Even
That's
the color of
Marco?
the sky. Yeah. I pulled up his Instagram because somebody was asking if his art kind of looks, I mean, that's cool. Standard. Cool. Don't know what that is. That's cool.
Ooh, motorcycle.
And that's badass. Like, I want this now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at, I love how you draw her hair. That's what they said, Lucy. You nailed it. What was the question, Jen?
Who would win Daredevil or Batman? Take away Batman's money and his gadgets, and Daredevil take away his gadgets. He doesn't have as much money as Batman. That's why he's like.
I think I'd go with Batman.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's who
I
I'm going
think
to vote.
Daredevil.
No, I like this one because the red, it just stands
In
out.
a fight, Lucy. If you take away all their crap, who's going to win?
Oh, obviously the devil.
No, I think
Because
Batman.
he's a great fighter. He's a really good fighter.
Batman's a badass fighter too, but he has although no, he does have a really good hearing, doesn't he? Because he has like that.
Not like
No.
Daredevil.
I know, but
Not
I was
like
thinking he has his
Daredevil.
sight, so that gives him an edge. But then he has an edge because his hearing is heightened. I don't know. I vote.
You see, Daredevil.
Yeah, I
No,
see.
you're
Batman all the way.
wrong.
Yeah,
No,
I
I ain't gonna highlight that. Sorry.
Highlights the ones that agree with you, and then the rest of them is like.
Batman's
Yeah, sorry guys.
trained with Raza al Ghul
got
and his
control.
stuff. Come on now.
Yeah, right. No.
That's funny. I think that was the last slide, but coming up spring of 2024, so you guys have a couple years to wait. Well, a year and a half. You got Daredevil Born Again.
And
You
maybe
say,
this,
look,
this
says
Wednesday,
5,
maybe.
sorry, 5'10", and then see in jiu-jitsu. Daredevil will win.
I saw this meme that somebody sent to me because Adam does jujitsu, and it's like this guy and he's getting broken into his house, and the guy stands there, and the robber walks in. He's like, "Mount me," and he's like, "How often does this happen in a break-in?" And I was like, "That's so yeah." So mount me, let's go. And he like gets in a jujitsu stance.
Well, you know, there's a fighter. What's his name? By that he stopped a guy with the gun.
By
he just
jujitsu?
fought. Yeah,
Yeah, jiu-jitsu is really great.
You're in
I like jiu-jitsu.
twice.
So
Twice.
Damn.
So
just real quick, because Batman's just Batman, but Matt Murdock, because of having the stuff and being trained but mostly because the blind and having the radioactive stuff hit him, right? Superhuman balance, taste, hearing, smell, agility, enhanced stamina, endurance, tracking, can see through illusions, and he can go against toxins, and then his awareness, his like blind sight, and his sonar sense.
Batman doesn't care. Batman would still kick his ass.
He just
you just saying that because Anthony likes Batman. So no,
Maybe.
no.
Maybe
no.
You see?
Daredevil struggles with Punisher. Batman beat the hell out of a Punisher. Enough said. Thank you,
Because
Liger.
that's his friend. They're friends. Punisher and Daredevil are friends.
Yes.
But he hasn't
So
struggled.
Daredevil has his Catholic guilt.
So you think that he was like, oh, I just don't want to punch you harder because I feel bad.
Daredevil has his Catholic, like his Batman's morals and ethics. Like he adheres to the whole no killing thing. Well, depending on who's writing. Well, I guess Daredevil too, but I don't know.
Well, we officially divide the chat. There we go.
Me and Jen wins.
What?
Win.
All right, we're going to do the giveaway here in a second. So
Okay,
if anybody
yeah.
wants to enter last minute, 99 cents is all it takes to get into the running for a set of both the trade and Virgin Bird City Comics Daredevil #1. It's the EM Gist covers. I don't know where he's at. So let's give them like 30 seconds to add any super chats. While they're doing that, I want to show you guys what we have coming up tomorrow. We are dropping the Garbage Pail Kids #1 or Kids Origins #1 by Mike Vasquez tomorrow. We only got 150 of these. Please make sure you have your alarm set and your sub notifications ready. Same deal with this. This is the Ivan Tao Hail Crow cover that we just did. We're going to have 100 of the regular, only 50 of the chromium, and 25 metals in stock, and then we are done. We're very happy with both of those. And last but not least, if you guys just joined the show, go back to the center because Anthony showed we are going to be reprinting our 8 Billion Genies cover for the 4th printing of 8 Billion Genies #1. Little change to it, and it will be offered predominantly at Baltimore Comic-Con, but we are going to do a pre-sale for any of you out there who just can't make it to the con. Bullfrog Comics just barely made it. Yes.
And Jessica
Right
Courtney,
at the
do
buzzer.
not enter. Do not enter, Jessica Courtney. Do not enter. Do not.
Your
Sorry.
site says Tuesday.
Why
on
not?
She's
Don't
won
let
too much
her.
time.
Bro, let her.
She's lucky.
Liger, I'll look into that. It should be tomorrow is when those both come out, on Wednesday. Sorry. Our site must have a typo. I'll mess with it after this. Okay, let's do it.
You discourage her. You see? Okay, let's do this.
Aw.
Big money, big money. No whammies.
And the winner.
Oh,
I was like, if he got it right when he jumped in. Metal Face,
hilarious.
congratulations. You know the gig. Even if I already have your information, please send it to me again via Instagram, because otherwise I'll forget. So just DM me and I'll get it out in the mail for you tomorrow. Thank you everyone for all the super chats. It really does make a difference for the channel. We appreciate it so much.
Also, watching us and not clicking through the commercials also gives us, it helps the channel out.
I clicked through our
Yeah.
commercials.
You
Don't
that's
click
our
that.
channel.
The commercials are like about like all this weird stuff. Like if you have liver problems or something.
You don't just play it in the
Top
background.
20 some.
No, I skipped through the ads. So I should
No,
stop
play
doing
it in
that.
the background.
Ronnie,
Oh,
Olay, sorry.
no.
Next time. We'll
But thank
add you to the
Thank
next
you
time.
for supporting the channel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
I
you.
will start
Thank you.
listening to the ads. I always skip them. Ronnie,
I just
we will
ignore them. Turn the volume down and I just ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
and let our shows just play on a loop.
Yeah.
I watched the one from Friday. I had to rewatch it and it was just so fun. Sam had a great time, and my
he did.
cousin, he said,
Everybody
my cousin, his girlfriend, they watched it after and they said it was really fun. So I had a great time. And I'm gonna write down for Ronnie next time.
That's what it was, H&H. There's political ads sometimes,
Oh,
but
wait,
Yeah.
I wish we could pick. I wish we could pick. If we could pick our commercials, that'd be nice.
Can't you do that with Hulu? Sometimes Hulu's like, we got that Culver's commercial, Jen.
Yeah, that Culver's commercial. I like that commercial.
Oh, and they're like, you want to see cheese curds? You want to see
Turtle
cheeseburger?
custard sundae.
Yeah. And I was like,
Yeah,
no.
I thought they were better. Yeah, I wish it was better ads, not political crap.
what Audie said, thumb the show, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah. And look at my shirt I posted. It's I Hocus Pocus.
Nice.
So creative.
I just made it.
Very,
And
very cool.
and I'll be making some. I'm sitting on it. I bought these. Well,
That was awesome.
But-
Lucy.
I pulled them out of my butt, literally.
Oh my gosh.
Yay. Good marketing.
I think I'm gonna make these little baggies. I'm gonna make these ones for the kids for like they go trick or treating. But I was like thinking, if I make them like near Nirvana, like you can go pick up your books and take your little
Yes.
bag
Absolutely.
with you. If you want one, let me know. Memorize it, get it.
Getting really vocal. That's so funny.
I love
All right. I think that's it for us tonight, girls. Yeah?
Yes.
Are you
Don't
guys gonna watch
forget-
it?
Oh, go ahead.
Are you gonna watch She-Hulk
Huh?
on Thursday?
Yes.
Maybe.
Because do you think
I'll
we're gonna
watch
get
it.
Daredevil?
I'm
do
gonna
you think we're
watch
gonna
it.
Do you think we're gonna get Daredevil this Thursday or next Thursday?
I think they're gonna make us wait.
Ah, you're right, probably.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Daredevil, 18 episodes, like we had it 2024, and there's a rumor that the guy who played Foggy in the Netflix series is possibly coming to.
Oh, I thought it was confirmed.
It-
I don't know.
You're
It
wrong,
could be.
Sarah. It's confirmed.
News changes.
It's true. In this industry, it's kind of hard to keep up sometimes. We should start a Patreon. Maybe one of these days. We're still figuring it all out. Okay.
What was
That's it.
the Patreon?
I don't know.
We need to look into it.
We were gonna do a site a long time ago. Okay, we gotta go,
Yeah.
guys. We'll see you on Thursday.
Happy
If not
birthday,
Thursday, see you Friday.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, Britt. We love you. Thank you so much. Mwah.